G'day. It's Tuesday, Strengthen Habits, and we're going to reflect on our purpose from Monday, clarify purpose. And our purpose is to be more social. But when we look at habits, more often than not, people look at the habits that don't serve them or that are less resourceful. So what does that mean? Well, it could be anything that takes up time, that drains your energy. Because we're constantly looking for more time and energy in our day, in our lives, in our kids' lives, in our family life, in our work life. So we need to strengthen our habits. Now, most people think, well, I need to focus on the bad habits and remove them from my life. But what if I said, if you focus on your good habits, spend more time and energy on them, guess what you don't have time and energy for? That's right, the not so servable ones. Be more social.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most.
Simply say g'day. That's a habit I need to be better at. So timing my videos so I get that catchphrase in at the end, because I like to finish with a good day just as much as I like to start with a good day. So whether it's a good day or a great day, g'day can be shortened any way you like. Could be a googly day. That's getting silly. So habits. Yeah, look, I like to do a lot of reflection, and focusing on the moment, the present, and then also future focused. So tomorrow is Wednesday, Elevate Language. So we look to be more positive in how we say things. A lot of people have the habit of telling people or saying, I can't, I don't, I won't. Now, my studies and my research of neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, some people think it's a bit voodoo. Basically, it's understanding that what we say trains our brain to think. And most of the time when we're talking to ourselves, because we're articulating the thoughts and it's coming out of our mouth. It's just some people have formed habits where they can talk a little bit more eloquently and they don't slur like us Aussies and bogans, you know what I mean? And then, you got the Poms over there, they've got 100 million different accents and understanding half of them. And the British, you got the Scots and the Welsh. But spend some time with them and you pick up the lingo and where you to? Oh, the Welshman. Oh, he was a funny guy. Anyway, where was I? So understanding neuro-linguistic programming, or how we train our brain. So we form habits where you can either talk on where you want to be, where you want to go, or what you have done and where you were. Now, it's okay to focus on the things you've done in the past that empower you. So remember those things and live for those things and maybe improve on them and keep growing. That's a great habit. However, a lot of people focus on what went wrong in their past or the trauma, even to the point where we block it out of our brains. Now, some psychologists and some academics believe it's a good thing to get that out, to remove it, because somewhere in your unconscious mind, you may be actually hanging on to it. And it may be forming this habit that you're unaware of. Some call it self-sabotage, some call it emotional pain. There's all different labels for it. But it's understanding that when you want to let go of that habit, you just got to make a choice. Now, people might say, well, no, I don't have a choice. I have to go to work. I have to pay my rent. Okay, but what choices did you make to put yourself in that situation? Was it something from your past that you're still hanging on to? Or is it something that you can adjust and shift and find a way to be more empowered? Yeah, there are little things. Like I hear someone say, well, these day and age, people buy a cup of coffee for $5. And you add that up and blah, blah, blah. Well, I can't get a mortgage on $5 a day. But what that represents is a habit, okay? If that habit serves you and it allows you to sleep in a little bit longer because you want a little bit more sleep, and you don't have to make a cup of coffee on your way out the door, and you like the flavor of the coffee that it's made professionally, great, it's serving you. Just appreciate that it comes at a consequence, and that's $5 or whatever it is. So the consequence is you need to earn $5 a day. So therefore you need a job to earn that $5 a day. And then every other thing that you do with it. Now, how does that reflect rent? Well, do you live a long way away where it's a little bit cheaper, but then you've got to travel more, so you've got to get up earlier, and it sort of defunks the whole purpose of having that fresh coffee because you're losing more sleep. So what about the consequence of, well, you stay up till 11 or 12 o'clock at night. That might be why you're tired in the morning and you need a cup of coffee. So when we start to begin to be accountable for our habits and our choices, life becomes a lot simpler. And you know what? There are some what people call bad habits that can be very resourceful. For example, I vape. And people go, oh, that'll kill you, that'll kill you. But what I realize is the majority of people that try and reduce their habits, or the ones that don't serve them, it's normally around New Year's resolution. New Year's Day, then they do the resolutions. And do they fail? Well, they try and remove something, eradicate it. And that's really hard to do, especially for someone who smoked for 35 years. So to just give up like that is a challenge. I did it twice for 9 months. Coincidence that that's a gestation period? I don't know, maybe. I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So for me, my bad habit was smoking for 35 years. I'm now vaping, so a couple of years. It doesn't disturb the people around me anywhere near as much as cigarette smoke. There's no cigarette butts to throw away. So to me, that's an improvement. The best improvement is not needing it. But when I don't have that, I sense that I get aggression and I get upset a lot easier. So either I can reduce that emotion and find a way to relax that way, but that takes time. And I choose to do it that way. I embrace that because they're the habits that I enjoy focusing on. Now, if you want to choose to judge or comment or tell me that I'm an idiot because I'm vaping, that's cool. You're right. Just allow me to be right in the way that I do things. So if you want that cup of coffee for $5 a day, you're right. Keep doing it. It's cool. Just be mindful of what consequences or what sacrifices you may be making to get that. And if it's still worth it, keep doing it. Cool. But then what we tend to do is we start trying to accommodate others, and we try and help others, or we offer suggestions, or we create our own decisions based on what we think other people want. I don't believe that is a great habit. But then people say, well, then you're making it all about you. Well, okay, I'm trying to make it all about someone else, and I'm being told, don't make it about someone else. So if I can't make it about someone else, who do I make it about? Because I want to help, I want to share, and I care. So if I can't help, share, and care others, then why not help, share, and care for myself? And as they say on the planes, they drop the oxygen tank down, put the mask on yourself first. So focus on strengthening your own habits before you judge someone else and suggest they change theirs. I don't look at change as being a fantastic thing. I prefer improvement because we tend to change what's broken or needs fixing. I like to focus on what works well and seeing if there's a way we can make it even better. That's maximizing every potential in you because I believe in people. I believe in the good. Yes, there's bad. There's always a black to a white, an up to a down, a good to an evil. But if you focus on the good, you'll end up finding more good. Just be aware and mindful that there are other things around there. That to me is a pretty good habit to have. But anyway, I'm going to keep this to time. So remember, be more social. Why do we need to be more social? How are you going to be more social today? And what habits are you going to focus on strengthening? So cool. So be more social and simply say g'day.
Thanks for listening as we take on the Be More Social challenge. Join Danny Crouch tomorrow as he shares his journey, and we hope you'll join in too. Drop a comment below. Tell us how it's going, ask questions, and share your insights. Find more details in the description or at chooseyourchapter.com.au. Let's make time, boost energy, and aim to be more social today.